Did you know that the moment you took your first breath in this world wasn't random? That the exact date you were born carries within it the echoes of countless lifetimes, the whispers of karma that have been shaping your journey long before you even knew what karma meant? Right now, as you're watching this video, you might be thinking about your own birth date. Maybe it's a day you celebrate once a year, or perhaps you've never given it much thought beyond filling out forms. But what if I told you that hidden within those numbers lies a profound map of your karmic journey? In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to reveal something that most people never discover about themselves. We're going to unlock the Buddhist understanding of how your birth date connects to your karma, not through superstition or fortune-telling, but through the deep wisdom of Buddhist teachings that have guided seekers for over 2,500 years. You'll discover why certain patterns keep showing up in your life, why you're naturally drawn to specific experiences, and most importantly, how understanding your karmic blueprint can transform the way you approach every single day moving forward. So grab a notebook, because what you're about to learn will change how you see yourself and your life's purpose forever. Before we dive into your personal karmic blueprint, let's understand what karma actually means in Buddhist teaching, because it's probably not what you think. When most people hear karma, they think of some cosmic scoreboard keeping track of good and bad deeds. But the Buddha taught something far more profound and practical. The word karma simply means action, and more specifically, it refers to the law of cause and effect that governs all of our experiences. Every action you take, whether physical, verbal, or mental, creates what Buddhists call a karmic seed. These seeds ripen into the conditions and experiences of your current life. But here's what's fascinating. The timing of when you were born reflects the unique constellation of karmic seeds that were ready to ripen at that precise moment. Think about it this way. You weren't randomly assigned your birth date. According to Buddhist cosmology, your consciousness chose this specific time to incarnate because the karmic conditions were perfectly aligned for the lessons your soul needed to learn in this lifetime. Your birth date acts like a cosmic fingerprint, completely unique to your karmic journey. It doesn't determine your fate, but it reveals the themes, challenges, and opportunities that your soul selected for this incarnation. Now, this isn't about astrology or numerology. This is about understanding the Buddhist principle that everything in existence is interconnected through the web of cause and effect. Your birth date is simply one way to read the karmic patterns that influence your path. Are you ready to discover what your birth date reveals about your karma? Let's begin. In Buddhist tradition, we analyze birth dates through three fundamental lenses. Let me walk you through each one, and I want you to apply these to your own birth date as we go. First, take the day of the month you were born and reduce it to a single digit. For example, if you were born on the 23rd, you add 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. If you were born on the 7th, it stays as 7. Each number from 1 to 9 represents a specific karmic theme. Number 1. Your karma involves learning independence and leadership. You came here to break free from dependency patterns and develop the courage to forge your own path. Your soul chose challenges that would strengthen your individual will. Number 2. Your karmic lesson centers on cooperation and emotional intelligence. You're here to learn the delicate balance between helping others and maintaining your own boundaries. Past lives may have involved either excessive selfishness or complete self-sacrifice. Number 3. Your karma focuses on creative expression and communication. You're working through lifetimes where your voice was either silenced or misused. This lifetime offers opportunities to speak your truth with both power and compassion. Number 4. Your karmic path involves building stability and learning patience. You're balancing lifetimes of either chaos or rigidity, finding the middle way between structure and flexibility. Number 5. Your karma centers on freedom and experience. You're integrating lessons from lifetimes of either restriction or reckless abandon, learning to embrace change while staying grounded in wisdom. Number 6. Your karmic focus is service and family healing. You're working through ancestral patterns and learning to give from a place of abundance rather than obligation or guilt. Number 7. Your karma involves spiritual seeking and inner wisdom. You're balancing lifetimes of either spiritual bypassing or complete materialism, learning to bridge the sacred and the mundane. Number 8. Your karmic lesson focuses on power and material mastery. You're learning to use resources and influence wisely, integrating lessons from lifetimes of either poverty or corruption. Number 9. Your karma centers on completion and universal compassion. You're here to release, forgive, and serve the greater good, often carrying wisdom from many previous incarnations. Take a moment right now. Calculate your life purpose number and reflect. Does this resonate with the patterns you see in your life? What challenges keep appearing that align with this karmic theme? Your birth month reveals the emotional karmic patterns you're working through. January, you're learning to balance independence with connection. Your emotional karma involves healing patterns of isolation or excessive dependency. February, your emotional work centers on intuition and cooperation. You're learning to trust your inner guidance while staying open to others. March, you're working through expression and optimism. Past emotional wounds may have closed your heart. This lifetime is about reopening it. April, your emotional karma involves patience and building lasting foundations. You're learning that true security comes from inner stability. May, you're balancing freedom with commitment. Your emotional growth comes through learning that true freedom includes responsibility. June, your emotional karma focuses on love and service. You're learning to give and receive love without losing yourself. July, you're working through trust and introspection. Your emotional growth requires balancing solitude with meaningful connection. August, your emotional karma involves personal power and recognition. You're learning to acknowledge your worth without ego. September, you're working through completion and letting go. Your emotional growth requires releasing what no longer serves. October, similar to January, but with added emphasis on new beginnings after major life transitions. November, this is a master number. You're working with intuitive wisdom and spiritual leadership. Your emotional karma is highly sensitive and powerful. December, you're integrating joy and celebration. Your emotional work involves finding lightness even in difficult times. Now, add all the digits of your birth year together until you get a single digit. For example, 1985. 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5 is equal to 23. Then 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. This reveals your soul's developmental stage and the overarching karmic lessons. Number 1. Young soul energy. You're learning basic life skills and individual identity. Number 2. Learning cooperation and diplomacy. Number 3. Developing creativity and self-expression. Number 4. Building discipline and systematic thinking. Number 5. Exploring freedom and diverse experiences. Number 6. Mastering responsibility and nurturing. Number 7. Developing spiritual understanding and analysis. Number 8. Learning material mastery and leadership. Number 9. Old soul energy, focused on wisdom, completion, and service. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When you combine all three numbers, you get what I call your karmic trinity, a unique combination that reveals the specific blend of lessons your soul chose for this incarnation. For example, if someone was born on January 15, 1985, life purpose, 1 + 5 is equal to 6, service and healing. Emotional karma, January equals 1, independence and connection. Soul age, 1 + 9 + 8 + 5 is equal to 23 equals 5, freedom and experience. This person's karmic blueprint shows someone learning to serve others while maintaining independence through diverse life experiences. They might find themselves naturally drawn to helping professions but struggle with boundaries, and their path to wisdom comes through embracing change and variety. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and really feel into what we've just discovered together. You see, understanding your karmic birth date isn't about predicting your future or excusing your past. It's about something far more beautiful and empowering. It's about recognizing that you, as a conscious being, chose this specific combination of challenges and opportunities. Think about that for a moment. Before you were born, your soul looked at all the possible karmic lessons available, all the different paths of growth and healing, and said, "Yes, I choose this one. I choose this specific set of circumstances because this is exactly what I need to evolve." Every difficult relationship, every struggle you faced, every moment of confusion or pain, these weren't punishments. They were precisely the experiences your soul knew would crack you open and allow more light to enter. And here's the profound shift in perspective that changes everything. You are not a victim of your karma. You are karma's co-creator. The Buddha taught that understanding our karmic patterns isn't meant to make us passive. It's meant to make us incredibly empowered. When you understand why certain patterns keep showing up in your life, you can work with them consciously instead of being unconsciously driven by them. Your birth date didn't seal your fate. It revealed your potential. It showed you the raw materials your soul chose to work with in this lifetime. But what you build with those materials, that's entirely up to you. Right now, in this very moment, you have the power to shift your karmic trajectory. Not by fighting against your patterns, but by understanding them so deeply that you can transform them from unconscious reactions into conscious choices. This is what the Buddha meant when he said, "You are your own refuge." Your birth date might have revealed your karmic themes, but you are the author of how those themes play out in your life. So how do you work with this knowledge practically? Let me give you 3 powerful techniques that will help you transform your understanding into active karmic healing. First, the daily karmic check-in. Every morning, before you start your day, spend just 5 minutes reflecting on your karmic blueprint. Ask yourself, how might my life purpose number show up today? What emotional karmic pattern am I being invited to heal? How can I make conscious choices that align with my soul's growth? This simple practice transforms unconscious karmic reactions into conscious spiritual practice. Second, the karmic reframe. When you encounter challenges that align with your karmic patterns, instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this situation teaching me? And how is this helping me grow in my specific karmic lessons?" For example, if your life purpose number is 6 and you're dealing with family drama, instead of feeling burdened, recognize it as your soul's chosen curriculum in learning healthy service and boundaries. Third, the karmic gratitude practice. At the end of each week, Reflect on how your karmic themes showed up and thank your soul for choosing these specific lessons. This practice transforms resistance into acceptance and struggle into sacred work. Write in a journal, "I am grateful my soul chose to learn my karmic theme because it has made me more." And fill in the specific quality you've developed. Remember, the most challenging aspects of your karmic blueprint often hold the greatest potential for transformation. If your numbers reveal patterns that feel overwhelming, approach them with compassion. Acknowledge without judgment, "I see this pattern in my life." Appreciate the lesson, "My soul chose this to help me grow." Act with awareness, "I can respond differently now that I understand." The goal isn't to eliminate your karmic patterns. It's to transform your relationship with them from unconscious reaction to conscious participation in your own evolution. As we come to the end of our journey together today, I want you to understand something profound. You now possess knowledge that most people never discover about themselves. You've glimpsed the cosmic intelligence behind your birth, the careful orchestration of your soul's curriculum, and the beautiful truth that every experience in your life has been selected for your highest growth. Your birth date isn't just a date on a calendar anymore. It's a sacred map, a loving letter from your higher self, reminding you of the specific ways you chose to contribute to the healing of our world. But knowledge without action remains just interesting information. I challenge you to take what you've learned today and make it living wisdom. Calculate your complete karmic blueprint, your life purpose number, emotional karma number, and soul age number. Write them down. Reflect on how they've been playing out in your life. Then, choose one small way you can honor your karmic path this week. If your numbers point to leadership, step up in some small way. If they point to service, find one act of kindness. If they point to creativity, express yourself authentically. Your karma isn't your burden. It's your gift to the world. If this video has shifted something in you, if you feel more connected to your purpose and path, please hit that like button. Your engagement tells YouTube to share this wisdom with others who are ready to understand their own karmic journey. Subscribe and ring that notification bell, because we're going to continue exploring how Buddhist wisdom can transform your daily life. Next week, I'll be sharing how to recognize and work with karmic relationships, those people who show up in your life to help you heal specific patterns. And in the comments below, I'd love to hear about your karmic blueprint. Share your 3 numbers and tell me which insight resonated most deeply. This community we're building is sacred space for supporting each other's spiritual growth. Remember, you beautiful soul, you didn't come here by accident. You came here with purpose, with wisdom, and with everything you need to fulfill your karmic destiny. Until next time, may your journey be filled with awareness, compassion, and the joy of conscious evolution.